Welcome to Bothering the Band. We're joined today with Brandon. How do you say your last name? Welchez?
Like the grape juice, yeah.
Yeah, oh, Welch's. Okay, wow, yeah, that's pretty easy. He's in a fantastic band called Crocodiles, which I've been listening to for a very long time, since my Brooklyn days. And you're from San Diego, but you're based in LA, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I live in LA. I've lived in LA. I came here like right before the pandemic. So not
Okay,
that.
wow. All right, man, we're gonna get this going. So
All right.
keep in mind, these are real silly. Have you ever eaten gator tail?
I don't know. I've eaten alligator. I don't know if I've eaten what part of the alligator it was. It was like sausage on a pizza.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Interesting. It was like texture of chicken and kind of tasted fishy. Have you had it?
I have. I'm in Florida right now, so it's prevalent.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Be honest, since you're from San Diego, how do you feel about the douchey San Diego bros?
I hate them. I mean, that's who bullied me in high school. That's probably part of why I am who I am. And, you know, it was like, I went to the same high school as one of the guys. I mean, he's significantly older than me, but I went to the same high school as one of the guys from Blink-182 and one of the guys from, or some of the guys from Unwritten Law. I don't like either band. Yeah. And like their like little brother's generation were the people who like tormented me when I was a kid.
They wore like Hurley hats and board shorts.
Kind of before her, it was weird. It wasn't exactly like surfer bros. It was like, it's really hard to describe. Like they would wear like weed paraphernalia shirts, like graphics, that company graphics that made bongs. They would wear like graphic shirts and like Pennywise hats and bands like that. Like super baggy corduroy shorts with like huge chain wallets. They all kind of had like mullets. I mean, I'm talking about the 90s now. So yeah, they weren't exactly like surfer bros. They're more like kind of like, I don't know, like hillbilly, kind of like redneck. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I've seen it firsthand, and the way they talk was very amazing.
Oh man, dude, fucking talking shit, dude, fucking that sort of thing.
That's spot on.
Yeah, I dealt with it a lot.
What's the most relaxing thing you did today?
Well, my day is just starting. I work at night, so this is kind of my morning. I'm still having coffee. I guess this is the most relaxing thing I've done. Well, I took a shower just now. That was pretty good.
And you're on a podcast, which is very relaxing.
Oh yeah, yeah. First thing when you wake up, you know.
You put on the spot, you know. Have you ever been to Paris?
Many times.
And have you spit off the Eiffel Tower?
No, I didn't spit off it. I did go up it once. And I'm a little scared of heights. So it was like, it triggered, the rational part of me wasn't scared because that, you know, it was perfectly safe, but, like it triggered something primal. Like basically my knees were shaking a lot and I couldn't control it, even though I knew I was fine. That happened when I got like to the top. And it was funny. I was like, I briefly dated this girl and, she was visiting Paris with her mom. So I like went with her and her mom to the Eiffel Tower, top of the Eiffel Tower. And they just clowned me the whole time, emasculated me for it.
That's, I'm not a big fan of heights either. That's like a fight or flight syndrome I feel like you were experiencing.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't get it in airplanes or like, you know, like looking out the window of a skyscraper or something like that. It's more like open air kind of stuff. And especially if it's something that I have control of whether I'm safe or not. Like I lived in Mexico City for a long time and I would always bring friends to see the pyramids. And I did successfully make it up once, but it's like terrifying, you know? And it was the same thing. It was like involuntary leg shaking to such a degree that I didn't trust that my legs would like keep me safe on it, you know?
Yeah. I get it, like balconies, high balconies, like in New York and stuff like that are open.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that.
Yeah, like trying to approach the edge to look over and like your body's trying to tell you like don't go close to the edge, you know?
Do you have a favorite band or a current favorite band?
A current favorite band. I don't know. I mean, I listen to a lot of Yeah, I guess if I've been checking out current stuff, I really like this band from Portland that put out an album last year called Public Eye. Have you heard that record? It's
No,
called,
but check it out.
can't remember what the name of the album is called, but yeah, the band is called Public Eye. Um, there's another band from Indiana called Liquids. These are both punk bands. I think it's just on YouTube and on Bandcamp, but they like maybe 3 weeks ago dropped an album that's really cool called I think it's called Life is Pain, Idiot, which is pretty true.
Yeah, it's pretty introspective.
Yeah.
I grew up a punk rock. I'll definitely check them out because I definitely grew up a punk rock kid and still have love for it.
Yeah, the Public Eye is a bit more angular and a little weirder, and Liquids is more straight ahead, but they're both super cool.
Cool, man. Thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah.
Have you listened to any music today?
No, I usually do on my phone while I take a shower, but I was letting it charge for this.
Okay, cool.
So I sacrificed for you, man.
Thank you. Sacrificed a ritual, shower ritual.
Exactly.
What's the last thing you screamed about?
The last thing I screamed outside of like recording a demo. Actually, I got in an argument with like, I work at a bookstore, and I got in an argument. Long story short, basically like an anti-masker.
Yeah. I love the last bookstore. I love what's the one in Los Feliz called Starlight? It's a great bookstore.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. Super cool.
Yeah, those are fun bookstores to get lost in. Oh, and Stories. Stories is a great one.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Same here.
Yeah, I've performed there a bunch. Yeah. How many times have you lost your mind?
How many times have I lost my mind? Probably. I mean, in what sense? Because I mean, I've definitely done things. The combination of like going through a bad period and drug and alcohol abuse, and how you do reckless things that when you pass that period, you're like, I could be in jail right now. I could like be dead.
Yeah, I know that all too well recently. So I'm
right there. I hear that. Hopefully you're coming out the other side. It's been years for me, luckily. So
yeah, we're working on it.
Right before I left New York in 2016 to move to Mexico, a friend and I were like absolutely wasted, and drove a taxi. Like a guy left his taxi cab parked while I ran into the bar we were leaving to go to the bathroom, and we like took his cab and drove like a block, which is not that big a deal when you think about it like that. But when you think about it in terms of like what charges would have been.
Yeah, that's pretty nutty, man.
Yeah, like the next day I was like, that was so fucking stupid. I'm not saying that like it's funny or bragging. Yeah. It's so stupid. That was probably the last time I really lost my mind.
Did you just like leave it at the end of the block and take off?
We parked it. So in a way, I mean, he had left it double parked. In a way, maybe we saved him a ticket. We didn't take it far. He would have been able to find it very quickly. I'm sure he had a moment of serious panic, and obviously a very stupid thing to do, but
that's his livelihood, like.
Yeah. I mean, we had no ill will towards him. It was just like, your impulse.
Yeah.
Stupid impulse, but an impulse nonetheless.
But imagine that guy circling the block and like how much joy he got from finding it intact,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure. Yeah.
One of the happiest moments of his life.
Yes, definitely.
Followed by abject fear.
Do you believe? I was experiencing that too for like days afterwards. I'd leave my apartment with like a hood up and sunglasses and stuff because I was like, the cops are gonna be after me. Obviously, the police in New York City have bigger fish to fry than two idiots who like drove a cab for a block. But in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to Rikers Island.
Did you ever jump a turnstile?
I have, yeah.
You get caught?
No, I never got caught.
Yeah, I got
Charlie,
caught.
I think Charlie, he got caught either jumping a turnstile or urinating in the subway. I can't remember. Maybe both. You'll have to ask him. You're doing this with him too, right?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we can get the time zones, worked out. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
No.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. All right. So how often do you sing just in your normal life, whether it's shower, driving?
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Anything specific? Like,
I mean, I definitely sing in the car on the way to work. I mean, I don't work that far from my house, so I just listen to the radio.
mhm.
Which I tend to listen. There's like two. One is whatever it's called, K Rock, maybe, or K Earth. I don't know, whatever the oldies one is. It's like 80s and 90s now, which is crazy that that's oldies. But I'll listen to that. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it's just songs from my like top 40 from my youth, so
Yeah.
easy to sing to.
Well, living in Florida right now, the radio stations are the worst. There's like not one good rock. It's all peppered with like pop, and they're all kind of just top 40. So I never listen to the radio.
Don't get me wrong, it's bad. I mean, it's like hearing that fucking god awful. Is it Toto? That song Africa? Like all right, it's funny. I got it. It was funny. It's cute, but like you have to hear that like 30 times a day. It's like it's just the same like 15 songs like on this thing, And I like maybe like a third of them. So when one of those comes on, I switch between two. There's like another one called Jack FM. That's like we play whatever we want, but it's also like 15 songs that they just rotate,
Yeah.
So I just go between those two. There's a couple cool like Latin music stations. I'll go to that, and there's like a college radio station that has some good stuff sometimes, So I just kind of go, but it's also like less than 10-minute drive, so it's not that big a deal.
You guys don't get KEXP?
KXOU.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would figure there's like maybe a college radio station in LA that would play good music.
Yeah, KXOU, it does. They have like a super good reggae show I think on Sundays. I'll check it out when I go to work in a little bit. Yeah, they play good stuff sometimes, not always, but I mean, that's just taste is relative. So
yeah, I'm such a music sponge. Like I never learned to play. So I think I just love music so much, and I'm just constantly digging for new music. And that's why you gave me those two bands. I can't wait to listen to them later. So
cool, man. Yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, singing all the time. One of the first albums of yours I loved was the one with I think it's the dog on the front.
Oh, Boys. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I love that song. I think it's I Want to Kill You.
Oh, no, that's on the first record. That's on the first record.
Yeah. So I have to, it was just funny. Have you ever killed something?
No, I mean,
specifically or metaphorically?
Yeah. Wait, you said metaphorically or not?
Whatever you want. There's no wrong answers.
I mean, outside of insects, not really. Probably when I was a kid. I mean, my dad, none of the people in my family were like hunters or anything, so I didn't do any of that when I was a kid. I mean, I'm sure I probably killed like a lizard or two when I was like really little kid. No, not really. I mean, I try not to. I'm a pretty peaceful, non-violent person. Even with insects, the only insects I'll kill in my house are like mosquitoes or just basically something that can like threaten me.
Yeah.
Like I'm like a paper under the glass to get rid of spiders guy. Or even if it's like a non-threatening spider, I'm just like, whatever, he's not gonna fucking do anything to me. So
yeah, he doesn't want to mess with you.
I killed a scorpion in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
I felt threatened, and I didn't have a way to remove it. So I it's funny. I put my hand in the shoe because it was on a wall. I'm just like, but it was like a huge scorpion. So I wasn't happy to have to do that. I was, like I wish you would leave, but you know, you can't really reason with a scorpion on the wall next to you. So
I had one like mouse scare in New York, and I just talked to it. Like I saw it, and it was right by the door, and so I tried to lean over it and open my door and like get it out. And I just kept saying, I go, please, just I don't want to kill you. I don't want to hurt you. Just go live your life. I think it understood because it took off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like a mouse, I wouldn't want to. The thing is, I have a cat, which is like pretty good, especially in like it's not a huge apartment. So it's pretty good, like pest control. I mean, he'll notice like critters that I don't even notice, you know, and I'll go over to see what he's checking out. And it's like, you know, so I've never had like rodents or anything like that. Even like cockroaches he usually handles, which we don't have many of those either. I'll kill cockroaches, flies, mosquitoes. I won't kill honeybees. I'll kill wasps. Just pestilence and danger.
Yeah.
But you know, house spiders and whatever little weirdo guys I don't care about.
We get a lot of lizards here in Florida, you know, little.
Yeah.
And most of the time I have a daughter, so if she's freaking out, I'll try to get it out, you know. They're not gonna hurt you, so you catch them and you just toss them out.
Yeah.
But
we get lizards in California too. And I mean, they're scared of you. You know, if you confront them and give them a way out, they're gonna leave on their own. You know what I mean?
But if it's just me, I'm like, I don't just disappear, man. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Like if something non-threatening like a lizard, I'm like, whatever. And also a lizard, I mean, I'm in the second floor, but a lizard's not going to come to a place with a cat voluntarily, you know?
Yeah. Cool. I mean, that's pretty much it. Cool, man. I can't thank you enough. This was super fun.
Yeah, no worries. I was just saying, thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course, man. I only pick the bands I like too, so I'm not picking Toto.
All right.
Next time I'm in LA, I'll hit you up. Maybe we'll grab a coffee or something, you know?
Sounds good, man.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Nice to meet you.
Have a good day at work.
Thanks, dude. Take care, man.